It's hard to imagine that someone could lose $3 million in just one day, but that's what happened to rapper KSI after he invested in the Luna cryptocurrency. In this video, we're going to break it all down and show just how this happened exactly. So this right here is KSI. He is a famous rapper as well as YouTuber. Many people know him from his boxing match with fellow YouTuber Jake Paul, multimillionaire guy. Lost about $3 million in just a day with cryptocurrency. I'll show you, this is his Twitter where he actually talks about it. He talked about buying a bunch of this coin, Luna. It had a minor dip initially, and so he bought a bunch of it thinking it would go back up. Of course, it didn't go back up because this coin just completely fell apart, which we'll go into. But you can see he had just under $3 million. He had 80,000 Luna coins, just under $3 million. And a day later, it was worth $1,000. And as of right now, it's now less than $1,000, just a few $100. So he lost about $3 million and in a little over a day, which is just absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and break it down. If you don't know, the Luna coin or Terra Luna, they actually have two coins. It's a little confusing, but I'll break it down as simply as possible. So Luna has one coin which is considered a stable coin, or at least it was a stable coin. It no longer is. TerraUSD, or just UST for short. And as you can see from the chart in the past, there were a few spikes, but for the most part, it was always within $1 or 99 cents. That's how much a stable coin should be if it's pegged to the dollar. Some coins are pegged to the euro. Most are pegged to the dollar. So it should always be $1. Now, there's two reasons to have a stable coin pegged to a dollar so the price doesn't change up or down. Is if you're trading cryptocurrency on an exchange, you'll have a very volatile asset like Bitcoin or Ethereum, and you can change it. You can exchange it with something that is stable. It makes exchanges much simpler. And also potentially, if there is a bear market in cryptocurrency, you would want to move your profits into a stable coin because they do not go up and down, or at least they're supposed to. So for example, let's say you made a profit. You invested in Bitcoin years ago, right? And you made a profit and you had $1 million in Bitcoin. Now, let's say Bitcoin goes down a little bit. You're thinking that Bitcoin's going to enter a bear market. It's going to go down from 40 to 20 grand, which is what happened in the past year or so. And you don't want to lose your profits. So what you would do is you would move your $1 million of Bitcoin into TerraUSD or UST. At the time, they were all $1. It was pegged at a dollar. So you would buy 1 million of these $1 coins. And then if the price of Bitcoin tanked, you wouldn't actually lose any of your value because it's always going to be $1. So you'd have your $1 million. And then once you think the cryptocurrency market bottomed out, you might want to move your money back into Bitcoin or Ethereum or something like that. So that is why stable coins exist. But you can see that wasn't actually the case. This coin has actually depegged from the USD. It was supposed to be $1. For years, it was $1. Now it's currently going at about 10 cents a coin. So this coin is now useless. There is no reason for its existence because the only reason a stable coin is to exist is to remain pegged to an actual asset. In this case, the US dollar. Now, the Terra Luna blockchain actually has two cryptocurrencies. KSI did not invest in TerraUSD. Obviously, you would not want to invest in a stable coin because they don't go up. You only park your money in there if you're afraid the rest of the cryptocurrency is going to go down. He actually invested in a coin called Terra, owned by the same company. It's paired with TerraUSD. And the reason for this coin to exist is basically if you think that the company behind TerraUSD, if you trust them, you would put your money into Terra, and basically the money you put into there, they can actually use, the developers can use to actually fund their project and grow their company so that they can make more TerraUSD so that other people can invest in the stable coin and park their money into the stable coin as well. Now, Terra Luna coin actually had basically a 20% return if you invested in the Terra coin. So basically what that means is if you were to invest in the Luna coin, you would get a 20% return on your money every single year, which is just absolutely insane. It's not sustainable, but obviously the creators of Terra Luna were using this to try and get a bunch of people to invest in and then potentially lower the APY over time. So this is what actually KSI invested in. He invested in Terra, and you can see all term, it used to be up to about $80. It was 103, 116 at its max. Now it's less than 1 cent, 0.00018. per coin. So obviously he invested when it was like $85. Now it is virtually worthless. And the reason this coin went down so much is because their other coin, TerraUSD, UST, depegged from the dollar. This is the whole reason for this company existing, and people were only investing in this coin because they trusted this coin. Now, because there is no trust in this, because it was depegged, this has no value at all, and the price of it has completely gone in the gutter, and it will most likely never recover. Now, as of right now, we don't actually know why the UST, the Terra USD, we don't know why it depegged from the $1. Many people believe that there was an attack by someone very powerful. Many people actually believe that it was the company called BlackRock. We don't know if that's true. BlackRock has come out and said they didn't do it, but many people still believe it was them that actually had an attack on Terra USD, basically dumping a bunch of the coin all at once, which caused it to not be able to stay stable at the $1. Whatever the reason, this coin has depegged, and it shows that, you know, these stable coins, many of them, this coin TerraUSD was not actually backed by a dollar. There's another stable coin called Tether, and Tether actually, they say, they actually haven't shown this, but they say that they have a bunch of actual dollars in a vault somewhere that actually backs up the cryptocurrency. So they have a physical asset to actually back up their stablecoin. TerraUSD actually didn't have actual physical cash to back up their asset. So it was an asset basically based on nothing. And when there was an attack on it, it collapsed. So obviously coins like this, no one should be getting involved in TerraUSD or, you know, Luna or anything like it. They're just way too, you know, if they fall apart, because its only existence is to be a stable coin. If it falls apart, it's useless. It has no value anymore. But there you go. That's how you lose $3 million in just one day investing in a company that, in my opinion, should have never existed in the first place. Algorithmic stable coins are something that should not exist. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions, though. Leave them below. Thanks for watching, everyone, and try and have a fantastic day.